again.
Inactivity serves no purpose whatsoever.
Talk to the Electro Archon whenever you are troubled. What? Another bad one? No, let me try again.
What up? What's up, Panchin? Green, what's going on? Green's a good color. Alright. Fucking finally, right? Let's try her thing. I feel like this will get me pumped up. And then we'll pull. I should be able to get C1 and then I'll go from there. See how I'm feeling. I wanted to see what teams they throw around, but that makes sense. Barbara, Lisa, Kaya. Okay, interesting. Interesting.
Show them. Right here.
Oh, weird. Oh, I did not expect that. So heads up, if you aren't moving,
show them.
She jumps back.
Show them. Show them.
That is interesting. That is unexpected and much better than I want. That.
Come on out.
I don't think she can dodge with this, but that does make it more useful. Alright, let's try it out. Okay.
Right now. Right here.
There's a little bit of a lag when you dash. It's okay.
Try not to enjoy this.
Okay, let's see if we can...
A sight to behold.
There's like a decent range on that burst. Oh, we gotta...
Dear me. Right here.
Alright, let's see how far we can get this thing to hit, huh? So she's doing 8K. Oh shit! She jumped right up. Oh no! Alright.
Right here.
Don't do that. What's the range on this thing? I just want to see how far, without walking off this time, how far they'll hit. Pretty sizable range on them. Not that far.
Right here. Emerge. Right here.
So pretty decent range though. I think as far as you're gonna want it. It's hitting out here. That's pretty good range. So not that far, but let's make them back up. Okay.
Emerge. I'm always watching.
What am I thinking of using for artifacts? Two-piece gladiator, two-piece emblem, I think is what I got right now. I'll check in a second. I do have a set. Two-piece emblem, two-piece gladiator, two-piece Shimenawa, whatever you need for the either attack or
Let's dance.
energy recharge needs.
Right here.
All of them work. So you normally want to like cycle through, drop that, go through supports, and then burst. Seems fine. Okay. Alright, we'll do some pulls now. Alright, let's do it. I'll show you my build. My build is on Lisa at the moment. I'm debating on a weapon. I gotta be honest with you, I'm not sure where to go for weapons. I'll show you what I got. I have Lost Prayer, which is not great for Yay. I have Skyward Atlas. And then I have Widsith. I'm gonna roll Widsith. I think this will be the top choice for most people. So I'm gonna want to throw on a crit rate helmet, circlet. Okay, so here's the stats. What's up, Inquire? My stats will be, she's got 20%, give or take, crit rate, ascension. So this should give me like 80, 188, 145 energy recharge, which is actually too much energy recharge for C0. So I'll figure that out. Okay, let's do some pulls. I'm really close to pity, actually. So let me just say, don't freak out if I get a 5-star the very first pull. I'm very close to pity. We're like, what's up, Moon? We're like 10, 20 away, maybe. So I'm not hacking. It's just I'm really close to pity, but it is 50-50. So I could get my C6 Chi-Chi. I do want my C6 Chi-Chi. I'm not gonna lie. It does seem fun. All right, I'm gonna roll. Not that one. 20. I hope you're not. Don't roll. If you don't want you, don't roll. Don't. Why are you doing this to yourself? I'm gonna go for C1 and then oh, actually, I don't have C6 Toma yet. That's C5 Toma right there. I forgot I actually needed Toma cons. Forgot about that. So look at that. Good start. Go off to the races. Alright, this is probably it. Nope, one more. Damn, we went all the way to pity on this one. Shit. Okay. Diana, okay. I guess it's pretty fair to roll. So actually, Toma is not that great, but Fischl is pretty baller. There's my C6. C6 Toma. That was quick. Shit. Alright. Okay. Alright. Alright, this has to be it. There we go. So this is 50-50. Off to a good start. Alright. That's a good start. That's a nice flash art. They like got the whole background and shit. Damn. Alright. Alright. Should have enough for C1. How many primos I got? I don't know. I got a lot. We got some. Okay, we're gonna probably... I'm just gonna... That's 2? That's 3? Hey, finally, official. Didn't even remember he was shooting the banner. Is this 4? Five? Here's 6. So we're going all the way, seems like. Okay. 7. Getting some double 4-stars. Here's 8. Alright, this should be... Here we go. I know, I'm the only one who's just like, can I get a Chi-Chi, please? Fuck! I can't be mad. I can't be mad. We got C1. How many, that's C1, so that's 2 50-50s, one. Alright. How many wishes do I have? Chaz covering up my corner of the screen where I can't read how many gems I have. Someone tell me how many I have because I can't see. Stop. It's blocking the corner of my screen. It's 170. Okay. Should I go for her weapon? Her weapon. This is gonna be so painful. How many pulls is that? So that's like, fuck, man. What do you? How many? Let me trade these in. Hang on. Okay, here we go. Let me get those. Let me get these. Let me get these. Oh wait, I gotta exchange these. How much would this get me? Got C1, that went pretty quickly. Yeah. I already have a Jade Cutter. I don't want two more fucking Jade Cutters. So how much do you need for this? Like 240 for the weapon? Is that right? Do I roll? I won't be able to use it today. Is it 210? That's not to guarantee it, right? Is that like average? Isn't it 240 to guarantee it? Shit. Okay, let's go for it. Alright, I think I'm pretty fresh here, so this is like 10, 20. Let's go to the first one. I'm funny to get a fucking Jade Cutter. 30. My Jade Cutter, my weapon banner is fresh. I guess I did need wave. I need wave breaker refined. So okay. So I guess we'll go for it. It's 4. Oh, I think I just got one too. 5. 6. Hey, what's up, Ningwan? 7. Alright, here we go. Please just give it to me. Fuck yeah. Alright. Fuck yeah. We fucking got it. Alright. Alright. Let's throw the rest in here. What are these official costs? Goddamn. Okay. They'll double up. Damn, we're gonna be like pretty close to another one here. If I wrap up with C1, R1, and Chi-Chi, honestly, call it a win. Probably. Yeah, Raiden and Sarah is a little awkward team-wise. I don't know, man. Throw another 50. I gotta get the battle pass and shit. Do one more. One more temple. Oh, fuck. This would be 3. Wait, 3. So I won the first one and the second one? So this would be third 50-50 in a row? Can't. You gotta, at some point you gotta lose. You gotta know when to call it quits. It's okay. I'm okay if it loses. Do that 5-star Toma. There we go. Okay. Alright. I'll stop there. C1, R1. Honestly, pretty good. Now I have guaranteed for the next. We're solid. I can't level up this weapon yet because I don't have the materials. Wasn't sure if I was going to go for it. But I'll level it up tomorrow. I have all the stuff other than like the mats for it. But we'll try out Widzith today. And get all this junk. Should be able to get her talents pretty leveled up. Okay. I guess we can get this new battle pass.
Once, there was a glorious kingdom
Um,
established among the
I think a
heavens.
Raiden. There's a couple
From that
options for EA,
kingdom
Raiden,
came
and
a
Sarah though.
crowned
There is like
heir,
a. You
tasked
could
with
throw an
seeking
Animo
out the
in, or you even
Genesis
could throw
pearl from
in,
the kingdom
honestly,
of
like a Tenacity
darkness.
Megalith
The
Kokomi with
first crowned heir began
Hakushin
her
Ring.
journey of seeking the
Honestly, not a
pearl.
bad pick. There is
She
an
was
Electro
deceived,
Charge buff
and the
this
memory of her
upcoming
noble
Abyss reset
origins
tonight.
faded. She now believed that she was the queen of the kingdom of darkness. But take heart. A second crowned heir had already taken up the path where the first had stumbled. This is the story of your journey, of your tale to be told.
Okay. Same weapons. Shocker. New 4-star catalyst. Yeah, that weapon seems good on Mona, actually. What's up, sirs? Okay. Oh shit, I think she uses light books, right? I'll take a gamble. Okay. Alright, let's pop a team together for her. I don't use Viridescent Venerer on my jeans, so that's not like the best team option for her. But I guess it makes sense to try her out on here. When you unlock, I think you just get them. When you unlock that thing, you get like 10 bonus levels or something. I'll throw her on this team here, I guess. No healer, it's okay. We'll try out with a couple different buffs and just see how much damage she does.
Well, since you asked so.
Okay. She's very Valentine's Day thing. What's up, Eco? Okay, let's level her up. Probably
I'm
should like
training to
look
be
at her skills and stuff. Okay. Ascend again. Should have enough to fully
the training
ascend.
required to.
Pretty sure. I think I actually did that prep work. So we'll use Widsith for today, at least. That'll be the closest stats-wise. Kagura's Verity will be better, obviously.
Attaining the rank of
They're pretty
Maykag.
similar, I would say, for the first like rotation. So it'll be similar. Yeah, I normally don't prep very well. But this time, I was ahead of the game a little bit on this one. Okay. Come on, man. So much like clicking. Can I just like hit max? Okay, fully ascended.
Throughout.
I actually think I might take her to 90. How much is that? Might need to go like farm some more. Shit, it's a little bit pricey. Okay, maybe I didn't prep fully on Mora. Let's get there. Oh, come on, we're at 89. Give me a break. I was a little shy. Okay. But hang on, we can get some more. Oops, wrong area. Let's just try that. I think I need that. We can get our talents up. Okay, so I can't level up to 6 yet or 7 yet. I'm 6 shy. I don't know. Okay, so we should only get 7 here. Once we get the materials. And then energy. I do want to see what that looks like, just to get a vibe. Okay, Lisa's artifacts. Oh shit, actually I have too much energy recharge now. So, hang on. Do I need to rethink this? I mean, I kind of like... don't really know what else to put on here, other than what I had on Lisa already. Let's see. So there's that. Where's Lisa? I forget what she's using. There's that. Lisa's using some. I wish you could just like trade by character. It's like swap by character. Okay, here we go. Okay. Oh, I wonder if I put on. If I just did. Well, okay, let's see what we got. So we're at 145 energy recharge, which is more than I need. It's more than I need if I run with Raiden. But I actually don't want to run with Raiden most of the time. Do I just have like a Gladiator's headset? Oh, wait, oh yeah! Oh, this is new, right? Didn't they change this? How does this work? Oh, it's like you combine them. Oh, shit, okay. So what I need is like crit rate and energy recharge, right? So, no, I don't actually need energy recharge. Maybe? Let's see. I would like need it on like a gladiator helmet. Nothing. I don't think they're very great pieces. This is okay, actually. With that, how much energy recharge is that? 109. That's too little now, huh? I'll just pop that other one I had on for now. We have a little bit too much energy recharge. It's okay. It's okay to have too much energy recharge. It's not a big deal. It's a pretty solid piece. Okay, I'll fuck around with the bill later. So we're at almost. This will be a little bit higher with Kagura's Verity, I think. I think we should be like 8,200 when I level up her weapon. Pretty good. Okay, let's go try her out on something. I don't know what. Try her out on something or another. Guess we'll, oops. I do need a little bit of books. I'll get some books. Level her to 90 real quick. Okay. Let's try her. Let's try her here, and then I got one for books. Okay. Just want to see how much damage she does. Just gonna keep doing that, huh? It's gonna keep marking the levels, huh?
Emerge.
Okay, what are we doing? Oh, I forgot, we don't have Witsith on. Okay, there we go. With Witsith, it's like 7,600. That could not be more annoying to look at, though. I'll tell you.
One with nature.
Shine down.
Oh fuck, Kazuo on life support.
Right here, right now.
How does he block every hit? Bro, it's so annoying. Okay, the targeting on that is weird. It's only hitting that one, right? Why is it doing that? Interesting. Huh, it doesn't seem to be random. Let's try that again. The targeting seems weird, right? Like, why wouldn't you think it would want to target two different enemies as opposed to the same enemy? Especially one that's constantly blocking. Okay, so these are probably gonna kill me. It's okay. Need a healer. Okay, we'll do this.
Falling leaves. Adorn my...
Right here. Emerge. Show them.
Yeah, so that's 17. I didn't see how much it was doing. I saw a 10. It's kind of hard to tell with the Witsith buff. I will say Witsith on average on a rotation is pretty similar to Kagazurdi. It is honestly painful to use though, man. Pretty painful. Yay, C6. No, I'm not getting C6 yet. She's C1. Although I haven't unlocked C1 yet. I'm gonna try her burst now. I actually have her burst unlocked. Now I'm gonna use her burst and just look at the refund. Yeah, I don't like a hyper whale here. I got C1 R1 and a Kaching. It's just honestly fine. It's honestly fine.
Right now. Emerge. Show them.
It doesn't snapshot, so I can't do this.
Shine down.
And snap this.
I'm always watching.
She kind of missed. That's sweet. That's pretty sweet. That she just
Right
missed.
now. Emerge. Right here.
Okay, so that's 9. She's like honestly the worst possible enemies to test her on. So I don't know why I did this. So, okay. I will say Overload, by the way, does break that block, so that's a benefit of Overload. Okay. So, well, if that helps, she doesn't break their block. She does continually trigger the block. Which is fucking annoying, but... That's like, Fischl does the same thing. Like, any just like kind of turret just does the same thing. It's pretty annoying. Let me get her last talent books, actually. She needs for her level. I haven't really used her autos at all, which you probably noticed, but they're pretty bad, it seems like. Okay, here we go. I guess we can try her on some ages, if I remember right. Oh, I meant to look at her burst refund. Okay, let's look at the burst refund now. Okay, I'm gonna be looking at the bottom when I do eventually burst.
Illusion shattered.
One with nature.
No turning back. Right here. Right now. Now you
Oh, I got
got my
frozen.
attention.
You can be frozen while you're dashing. Good to know. Heads up.
Nothing lasts forever. So much for eternity.
Okay.
The wind knows me.
Her dash.
Time to go.
has, I would say, limited utility. It is mostly just kind of
Emerge.
just to set those up, right? Like you can't
Into the wind.
dodge anything with it. Just kind of.
Storm the front!
Show them. Right now. Emerge.
I don't know.
What a dreadful ending.
You can get Wanderer's advice in the teapot shop now? Oh, yeah, I could buy it. Yeah, I know. I guess I could. Oh, I forgot to buy it. I'm just like, I need to take care of this. There's a couple things I need to get used to here.
Right here.
So there's a little bit of a lag when you dash with her, which is, I'm gonna be honest, I don't like that a lot. I don't like the lag on there. So you kind of see like a little bit of a hiccup when she does that. You kind of don't have control over her during that little bit, which is a little bit clunky. Like, it's gonna definitely get you hit. You're, like, definitely gonna get hit from this.
Emerge.
That's gonna happen. I do want to try the range on her autos. They seem to go pretty far. Maybe they don't go that far. Let me try to attack. Pretty... I guess standard lag on a like Catalyst user. It's a little on the slow side. Can't tell how many times it hits. We'll try it out on like Geo Vishat maybe. I'm gonna swap in Kokomi instead of Kazuha. Just to have a healer, I think.
Take heart. Victory.
Because I do want to just like mess around a little bit with her. I need to go pick up those books though. Actually, shit, I need that. Is there anything people were curious about like rolling for her? Otherwise, like we'll try the damage out obviously a little bit more, but I'll take her to that pyro plant real quick and just use her own damage. Just see how quickly she can kill. I need to get her burst up quick though. Let me do that on here. Oh, let's see how she does in these slimes, these floating balloon things.
Right here. Emerge. Right now.
Again, that's no buffs. That's with Witzeth? I don't know which buff that was, I missed it. 88? 82? Is that what it was? What is that? Huh. Apparently I've never gotten that. Okay, so she does... That's an interesting thing. So she doesn't accumulate fury on the specters. Weird. Huh. Take a note of that. I feel like that's gonna come up. Because there's gonna be an abyss. Weird. Okay.
Traveling to
That's
other
an
worlds is all
interesting-
that anyone seems to be writing about
No,
these
I
days.
apparently have never killed one of those
Goodness
without
knows what they
generating
find so
fury. So
disappointing
every
about
time
their
I've killed
own
one,
world.
I've generated fury on it. That's pretty wild to think through. Okay. That's like I have hundreds of those things. Okay. Let's do. I do want to do the Raiden boss and stuff before we like spoil story stuff. I'm gonna try her out a little bit more on a couple enemies. Just get the damage again. In case you're wondering about rolling for any other questions on like her kit at all, we can look at it together. What are her multipliers again? So this is like 130 is the level max, unless you C2. It's a pretty sizable gain on C2, I would say. Yeah, I don't use Bennett. Unless I'm doing like screenshot shit or whatever. And my Kokomi's wearing clam set. You could use Tenacity, the Millelith, and Hakushin Ring Kokomi on this team. Like, other than Thrilling Tales, I think you're going to get more damage with Hakushin Ring because you're going to be buffing Raiden, Sarah, and Yae with that elemental damage buff, which I think is better than like 50% uptime on an attack buff, right? On one of them, especially because you're going to typically go to Sarah, then Yae, then Raiden. You're probably not going to go right to Raiden from Thrilling Tales, you know what I'm saying? How do you use her? So there's kind of some options. You can use her in like a C0 Raiden, no C6 Sarah, Kazuha Bennett, burst focused build. I actually think a team that works well, let's say you don't have Raiden. If you don't have Raiden, I actually think a team like this will work pretty well. Let me
Sounds
throw
good
this.
to me.
I'll use the non-Raiden
The
team.
threads of your fate lie in my
I think
hands.
this team
All
is
is accounted
actually
for.
pretty
Let's
solid.
move out.
No Raiden required. This could be Sucrose here. No real difference. I mean, Kazuha was a little bit better to use, but you could throw on like Thrilling Tales Sucrose or something. You could actually throw on Thrilling Tales Kokomi here. This would be like a Kokomi on field team. If you use Sucrose, you probably want to use Sucrose on field. You kind of have some variations here, just basically an Animo and a Hydro, and who your Animo and who your Hydro is can kind of dictate that slightly. You, in theory, could use Yae on field here, though. I mean, I don't know. Like, how bad would it be? I guess we could try it. We can give it a shot. Alright. It's not like the greatest setup. Oops, let me do it.
Emerge right now.
Do that, do
Emerge.
that.
As one with wind and cloud.
Okay, we get the Electro buff for official.
Right here.
How much is she doing? I can't really see the numbers. That. This game, man. This game.
Nature.
It just knows. It knows. It's like it's watching.
Right now.
You can be Electro Charged also, turns out.
As you wish, me.
Okay.
I'm always watching.
Okay, that energy refund, pretty solid. Obviously, not doing a ton of damage on him.
Hold the line. Covenant of the Deep.
Of course there's gonna be Electro Slides, right? It's like, of course there's gonna be Electro Slides, right? So dumb. Can't ever catch a break with this game. I swear to God. Okay, we're at 90. That feels clean. Would Yae be any good for Yoimiya? I think Beto and Fischl is better for Yoimiya, for the stagger resistance, actually. I prefer Beto. Wouldn't be the worst thing in the world, especially single target. Yae will have more damage than Beto. So you could do that, right? And then it just dies way too fast, man.
Right now.
Okay, this is the elemental mastery buff, I think. Is that what 3 is? Yeah, elemental mastery. Okay, that's like a turret buff. Okay, we got her burst. Let's go try her out on the pyro plant quick. Just see how much damage she just does, just passively. No buffs. I'm not gonna buff her at all. Just gonna. I guess I'll use Widsith. Does it make sense to use Widsith? Use the Widsith buff. Okay. I guess I'm gonna get the Widsith buff when I swap back to her. So I'll just take the shields out.
Emerge right here. Emerge.
83.
Nothing lasts forever.
That's a pretty sizable burst. Autos are pretty weak, yeah.
Right here. Right now. Emerge.
Time to kick.
Allow me.
Okay. That seems like respectable damage, right? So that was combined like 100k, I think. It's like 25, 25. It's like almost like 90 something k. No buffs. I mean, it's a long ass burst cooldown and stuff. And that's without the 5-star weapon. So it's a 4-star weapon. Good luck, Inky, on your wishing. So that was with the Widsith buff. You'll have the Widsith buff like every other buff, like every other rotation, if you're doing like clean rotations. It's a weekly boss, or it's a weekly boss because you gotta get level up materials from her. Is it from this? Which I guess is this, or what? Wait, where? I don't know, man. What quest do I have to do? Other. Yeah, he does use them. For talents. It's the talent level up, Mats. She needs the Primo Geo Vishat, or the Abyssal, or whatever it's called. Like the ones in Ankonomia to level up, and then she needs the Raiden mats for talents. So actually, when I get the Raiden mats, I'll be able to. That's what you get. Yeah, it's, Nick, I can't tell you to get Yair Ayato, but I mean, if you have, I'm gonna be honest here. If you have Beto, if you have Fischl, then like, honestly, if you have those two, there's not like a lot of teams that like EA is making new teams. Do you know what I'm saying? She's kind of like, you can use her, and she's seemingly doing pretty decent damage, but not like changing gameplay. My recommendation would be to hold off on wishing and just wait and see. If you check leaks, there should be details about Ayato's kit, like, soon?
Personally,
Day? Two?
I think the idea
Maybe
of
right now,
staying
for all I
forever
know,
is
man.
quite
Like,
beautiful.
it could be coming any day. And you have, what, 3 weeks? You have 20 days
Simply
to
not.
wish on this banner. Like, you can wait a couple weeks to decide. It's gonna take some time for people to, like, find good uses. Obviously, it's always true. Like, play her in the thing. If you really like her, pull for it.
Right now, right here.
She is like a little bit slow to get her stuff done, right? To get the totems out, a little bit slow. You know, it's like, you know, she's not game changing from what I can tell so far.
Ad Astra. Recently, the Adventurers Guild has received an unusual commission, and after careful consideration,
The Traveler would be the most suitable candidate, right?
indeed, as ever.
I just want to
I will
get to the
spare
Raiden
pleasantries,
boss.
then. May I ask if you two are available to help? Well,
But we actually might find that Ye is actually very good for the Raiden boss. So that might be like the whole reason is if you like do co-op bossing a lot and you do it for fun, then like maybe she's really good on the Raiden boss. I kind of have a suspicion she might be based on what I've seen about the boss mechanics.
Yes. We are not sure where exactly these creatures come from, but this time, they are attacking in alarming numbers with great aggression and a clear target. The sacred Sakura is of tremendous importance to Inazuma. Good. Then
Yeah, let's roll.
yes, and they are already taking action of their own. However, given that the sacred Sakura's root system is vast and complex,
and faced with the unpredictability and scale of the Rift Town's attacks, they are finding it difficult to defend against. Their main priority
it's
is
up
to
to us
protect
to
the
do
civilian
all the work.
population, so they are actively looking to cooperate with all other available forces to eliminate the monsters. The Adventurers Guild is one of the key parties assisting the Tenryou Commission with their work, but so far, the combined efforts to combat the Rift Towns has failed to substantially ameliorate the situation. You have our deepest gratitude. Your confident response puts me far more at ease. I will mark on your map the areas where Rift Town appearances have been recently reported. I hope...
Relax. We'll be back before you can say
Okay, let's do it.
Astra Abbott.
Kill some Rift Hounds. That we can do. We can do that.
The sacred Sakura is in danger.
What do you think about his
again,
design?
huh?
It's not for me. It's a little bit. It's a little plain for my taste. I'm gonna be honest. I think it looks a little plain. I'll tell you the kit. I'll tell you the kit that would make me pull for him. This is like the one. This is the kit that would make me pull for Ayato. Okay, if he summoned a clone, and if that clone or sword, hovering, or whatever, stayed on the field, doing normal attacks while he is off field. If it did Hydro normal attacks off field, I will pull for him for a Yunjin Yoimiya team.
Traveling to other worlds.
Anything other than that, it's going to be like, nah. I'm going to be honest.
Goodness
Alright,
knows,
anything other
they
than
find
that,
so
it's like,
disappointing about their
what's up,
own
Paladin?
world.
If he doesn't do that, he's not really bringing anything that Xingqiu does, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, why pull if you have Xingqiu? You know what I'm saying? I want him to use his sword, but then his skill turns him into a bow user. He's a ranged bow user. A ranged Hydro bow user, primarily. He just carries a sword, but he just summons a bow. I have reason to believe that that is actually what his kit will do, based on the fact that one, C4 Childs does do that. So not when I say does that, I don't mean the bow bullshit. I mean doing off-field normal attacks. There is a character that does it, and that is Child, so there is precedent of a normal attacker doing it off-field. Child C4 triggering randomly can trigger Yunjin while he's off-field. He would only do it like 9 times or so. But if Ayato does it with Yunjin and Yoimi at the same time, you now have a benefit of using him instead of Xingqiu with Yunjin and Yoimiya, instead of Bennett, who is a better buffer right now. But you add that in that he wouldn't probably get the Bennett buff. I'm assuming you wouldn't snapshot. They seem to be moving away from that. Right? So you now have a team where Yunjin and Ayato are better than like Xingqiu and Bennett for Yoimiya. Right? Now you need a healer, and your healer is probably going to be like an Animo healer. Right? Throw in Jean or Sayu. That might be the team that makes me put Viridis and Venerer on Jean, actually. That'd be a pretty sick team. That might get me to do that. At least some of the time.
Seems to be writing about these days.
Because we'll just be good enough to do that.
Wind strike.
By royal decree.
These guys are just dying really quickly. Yeah.
Wings of darkness. Emerge. Come on out. Show them.
Can't really see what's happening.
No wonder the Tenryou Commission needed help. Come on.
Torn to oblivion.
Hey, what's up, homie?
Shogun? Wait, no. Could also be A.
Oh, it's you two. It has been a long time. We have not seen each other since the resolution of the Tenryou Commission crisis.
Okay, sounds more like A. It is you, right? You sure made short work of them. That was amazing.
I'm making early preparations for what is to come. Last time we took a walk around Inazuma together, I witnessed the way the world is today. I was
Oh
finally
yeah,
able to
I'm going
comprehend some
to the
things
boss.
that
I
had
need to
never
get the
understood in the
talent
past.
maps, and I also want to try out that boss fight with Ye.
Since then,
So I don't know if there's any more
every
quests
time
after
I
that. I'm gonna
encounter an
stop the
Makes
quest
sense.
at that
You
point.
must get
I
super
just want to
bored
see the
being
boss.
stuck in there all the time.
But yeah, if you don't want to be spoiling the boss, I am
Might
going to the
remind you
boss.
that I am not here to amuse myself. Recently, I have observed a number of changes in the external world from the plane of Euthymia. The most serious of these being the attack on the sacred Sakura by numerous rift hounds. I considered this matter worthy of my attention, so I pursued them, and they led me here, where If the Shogun rather than I were to discover them, yes, perhaps she would have left the situation alone.
Why? Because she's just a puppet?
Precisely. According to the rules I designed for her, matters of this nature are to be delegated to the Tri-Commission. But rift hounds attacking the sacred Sakura... It brings back bad memories of that terrible disaster.
A disaster?
Yes. 500 years ago,
Hey, congrats on getting
a
Ye
great catastrophe befell
on any
Inazuma.
account.
Everything was engulfed in a pitch-black fog, and monsters ravaged the land. Countless lives were lost, and this homeland that the people had worked so hard to build barely escaped being obliterated entirely. The monsters committed many atrocities on Inazuman soil, and the Rift Hounds were always their advance guard. Their duty was to tear open a passage through space with their claws and teeth, and then call in even more powerful beasts. So you've heard of it too. That's an episode of history that I am loath to recall. Maybe to you, it seems like my response to these creatures was an excessive one. But an excess of caution is not unwarranted in this case.
Gotta say, Raiden definitely still one of the best designed characters. It's so funny because she was being kind of mocked when she was released, but
Guess you
she's
can't
still one of
argue
the
with
best
that.
designed characters.
Since we are both here for the same reason, let us work together. From the traces they've left in the surrounding area, there should be many more monsters nearby.
Paimon feels so safe. Oh yeah,
Okay, let's do it.
color. It's similar to the color when the sacred Sakura takes damage. Let's follow it. It should be this way.
Okay, let's roll. I think I have a good rotation here. I probably want to start with Ye again because I want to snapshot Kazua's buff on the official. Oh no, don't fall. Okay. Okay. Maybe I'll drop Ye and Kokomi. I want to get some Electro Swirls. Electro Charge Swirls, right? Okay.
We are lucky. The damage is not too serious. The Yashiro Commission will be able to nurse the root system back to health.
Yeah, I mean, Witsith, she's a good user of Witsith, for sure.
This stuff that's flowing out, is it sap or something? And how come it's glowing? Huh?
Ooze.
What's this? Could
What?
they be dead people? It wouldn't be the first time we'd seen ghosts on our journey, but why would they appear here?
Let's search the area. Perhaps we will find out.
Okay, ghost story. Interesting.
I can't go on like this. Not when the other troops...
What happened here?
Who are you? What are you doing here? Run quick while you still can. The monsters will be back. And once you're in their sights, we will defend Inazuma until our dying
Man,
breath.
sorry about those sirens.
You don't know? Inazuma is engulfed in darkness. Beasts and horrifying monsters are everywhere. Every last trace of humanity's existence, I tell you.
But look, none of that seems to be going on around here.
Not right now, but they'll be back. Look, get out of here, now.
I think there's
no
some
time
shit
left.
going on outside my house. Oh no, they just turned. I was like, there's sirens. I muted myself for a second there.
The almighty Shogun is gone. So is Kitsune Saigu.
Damn nice.
There is
43
no
piggy,
one
that's
left
solid.
to rely on but ourselves. I don't know how long we can hold out for. But if we abandon our hope, then we've got nothing left at all.
Don't worry, I'm right here.
She's getting real chill, huh?
It's... the Shogun? You're back. Please, we beg you. Only the glow of your supreme lightning can dispel this terrible darkness.
Calm down. The war you speak of is over.
Over? But... what do you mean? Shogun.
Look around you. The grass grows green and lush, and a soft breeze blows. This is Inazuma at peace, as you will no doubt remember. There are no monsters, nor is there anything else here that could threaten your life.
What? But how? I saw them tear my comrade to shreds with my own eyes.
Hey, calm down.
Hey, you're dead,
Everything's
homie.
fine now.
Now talk about spoilers. This dude died, you don't even know it.
I think I understand. Almighty Shogun, you saved Inazuma. Yes, we were right to place our trust in the Almighty Shogun. As long as the Shogun is with us, Inazuma will last for an eternity. Thank you, Your Excellency. Thank you, thank you.
What's wrong with him?
So it's like one of those things
He's
where you
gone.
like ease their spirit and then they disappear, they like finally rest or
I can't even
something.
begin to understand what that was all about. But somehow, Paimon feels all sad and hopeless.
If I am not mistaken, what we just saw was a samurai's memory that was buried in the land. The sacred sakura can absorb and purify the filth in the ley lines. After the Rift Hounds attacked, some of this filth leaked out through the cracks in the trunk and formed a physical entity.
Calling that thing filth, huh?
An entity formed with strong filth would be highly aggressive. But when purified, it presents in the form of a memory. Purified filth quickly dissipates and will be absorbed by the ley lines shortly afterwards. In other words,
So the memories of the ones that died are all appearing at this moment?
yes. That soldier was one of the many thousands who made the ultimate sacrifice. What he was describing just now was precisely the disaster that happened in Inazuma 500 years ago. Yes. Inazuma was facing many great crises at that time.
Yeah, that's
Some
Kanye,
were
right?
local in origin, while others came from the now fallen kingdom of Kanria. The disaster in Inazuma caused me great concern. I felt that I had to step in before it was too late. Otherwise, it would spread to all of Tevat. But my friend, Kitsune Saigu, reassured me that I had nothing to worry about. She would shoulder the responsibility of protecting Inazuma. I could tell that, although neither of us acknowledged it, we both knew that the road ahead would likely end in tragedy.
So, Inazuma was attacked at the same time as when the disaster happened in Kanria?
Indeed. Countless monsters suddenly appeared throughout all of Inazuma. In the end, Kitsune Saigu sacrificed her life to protect the people.
Man, she's a real bro, huh?
I never had the chance to see her one last time. But I would like to believe that she kept her promise to me until the very last. But even then, Inazuma was left more devastated than we could have ever imagined. Those terrible tragedies left great wounds that are still felt to this day, both on the land itself and in my heart.
Hey,
Yes. For the longest time, I couldn't bring myself to face the pain of that loss. All my martial might was in vain. Though I could conquer Tatarigami and vanquish monsters, I was helpless against the ravages of time, powerless to keep the ones I cherished alive. But after my clash with human ambition, I thought long and hard. Now I realize I cannot fixate on the past forever. When I traveled around Inazuma with you, I caught a glimpse of how the nation has progressed over the centuries. A glimpse of human potential. Everything far exceeded my expectations. Moving forward inevitably invites further loss, but also new encounters. Just think of that soldier. Despite all the losses he had experienced, he still chose to keep fighting for the sake of moving forward. All those who sacrificed themselves back then gave their lives fighting for a future. But perhaps the future they were hoping for is not the eternity that I once strove for. As Inazuma's god, it is high time I honored their wishes. Warriors of the past, who spilled your blood on this land, your noble souls now rest in this earth. I will never forget you, and all that you did for Inazuma.
He's taking all this pretty hard.
Come on. Let's keep investigating the damage to the sacred Sakura.
Hey, real bro moment though, huh? Is this target?
Right now.
No.
Right here.
Oh no. I guess you could just do that. I was like... I mean, you got a good secondary official Sakura Bloom Gatherer. Man, let's get these dogs though, huh? Dogs, where you at? Somewhere?
Expected there are a load of Rift Hounds here too.
Oh, they're just like use Raven. Okay. How did I miss? Man, he's pretty weak.
Shine down.
And they're just like, you can't use a healer.
Illusion shattered.
Pretty solid stagger though. Take it.
Inazuma shines eternal.
Huh? Something's wrong with A.
Why would you ask that?
Well, usually you'd pull out your sword and swish! Vaporize them all in one go. No?
Oh, so the fact that she's weak isn't just MiHoYo giving her a shit build for a trial thing. It's actually like canonical that she sucked there. That's kind of funny.
You are unduly concerned. I'm simply conserving my energy. Although I have some understanding of the situation already, it could take an unexpected turn at any time. I must be prepared for anything. If there are more formidable monsters lying in wait in this area, I must make sure I have the strength to face them.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, makes sense. Spoken like a seasoned shogun. The roots seem pretty badly damaged this time. We definitely need to tell the Yashiro Commission about this. Hey, the same light is leaking out again.
What's up with this guy?
Furuyama? Is that you?
Almighty Shogun, what brings you back so soon? I thought you were off fighting a battle in a distant land.
Fighting a battle in a distant land? Sounds like...
Allow me to introduce Furuyama. He is a tea master and a member of my retinue. Though blind, Furuyama is unparalleled in his ability to appraise tea. He brews some of the very finest tea in all of Inazuma.
Your Excellency, you shower me with praise undeserved. I have simply had the good fortune to be in Your Excellency's presence long enough to become acquainted with all the skills that are required of me. It sounds like the Almighty Shogun has brought a guest. I'm afraid I'm unable to serve you any respectable refreshments on account of the current situation. But please, sit and rest. After all, it's quite a mess out there.
What should we do? Yeah. Sheesh. There's monsters everywhere out there. It's pitch black and loads of people.
I see. So, they have fought their way this far already. Most of the residents in this neighborhood have already escaped. They wanted to take me with them, but it seemed rather pointless to me. So, I decided to stay. And now the almighty Shogun is here, I have even less reason to run away. Imagine if this was something that even the almighty Shogun was powerless to resolve. Where could I possibly run to then? People flee out of a desire to live on. And the desire to live on stems from a feeling of having unfinished business in life. But me, I have no such thoughts, and I have no regrets. The almighty Shogun often speaks to me about her dreams over tea, just listening to her stories. I've been blind for many years, but her vivid descriptions took me on a splendid journey to all the most beautiful places in Inazuma.
There's a lot of story here before we get to this Raiden boss, man. Do they have to do that? Can't they just be like, can we just cut to that, please?
Dreamer. One thing she always says is, good things don't last forever. Everything changes, fades, disappears completely over the passage of time. And so, people must make the most of the life they have, seize the chance to enjoy it while it lasts, and have no regrets in the end. So you see, as bleak as things may be now, I have experienced countless wonderful things in life, and have no reason not to be satisfied.
Perhaps you are right.
It won't be long now before I have to say goodbye to the almighty Shogun for the last time. What a pity. I'll never get to see what Inazuma looks like after the almighty Shogun rebuilds it anew. But I suppose it doesn't matter. Everyone says that Inazuma has turned dark now. But to me, it went dark a long time ago. Once this catastrophe is over, life is sure to spring forth anew. But even if I survived until then, I'd probably be a hopelessly befuddled old so-and-so by then. So, never mind, eh?
Never mind, eh? Did you just do a pun?
Goodness me. Speaking of befuddled, look at me rambling away to my heart's content and forgetting to serve the tea.
Wait, didn't he say he can't serve the tea?
The almighty Shogun comes to visit and I don't have the tea ready. A truly egregious loss of decorum. One moment, I'll just... Where in the world is the tea set? I hope the others didn't smash it to smithereens in their hasty departure.
Can't see a tea set anywhere around.
Really? But it's always been right by my side. I couldn't possibly have my guests fetch it themselves. That would be most discourteous indeed.
Don't worry about it. Take a rest. We'll be back right away.
Almighty Shogun, you're not going too, are you? No. Your humble servant implores you, not with the war raging outside.
This place is... complicated. It's quite unlike the tea house in your memories. Leave it to us.
But... well, okay. I never thought I'd see the day that I need the almighty Shogun to personally... I can't decide whether it's a final regret or a final stroke of good fortune.
Does he know he's dead? I can't tell.
Having a cup of tea isn't exactly the most urgent.
Oh, I was gonna go to the tea house. You would have thought.
I'm also feeling very nostalgic for his...
It's the Traveler. And the almighty Shogun. How might I be of assistance, Your Excellency?
I wish to borrow a tea set from the Yashiro Commission.
Oh, sure. I'll fetch that for you right away. Please step into the courtyard and have a rest, almighty Shogun. Oh, and I'll inform my lord about your visit immediately. And the tea set. I'll bring that here as soon as it's ready.
Be
We're
at
gonna
ease.
see Ayato?
I'm not here to see Commissioner Kamisato. Actually, I'd prefer to spend this time chatting with the Traveler. Please, Fetch
Oh,
the
they
tea set at
just
your
teased
convenience.
it. Oh, they just
No,
baited it.
I am your
Baited
humble
so
servant.
hard.
I daren't think of my own convenience when the almighty Shogun graces me with her presence. I'll deal with it right away.
Well, it's not often we have the chance to chat. I'm sure you must have a lot of questions.
Right. Paimon wanted to ask that too. The almighty Shogun that he described didn't sound anything like you at all.
I seldom had the time to drink tea. Any free time I had was spent practicing martial arts. So, in the vast majority of cases, the one he made tea for was the former Electro Archon, who was also my sister, Raiden Makoto. He may well have had an inkling about there being two Raiden Shoguns, but he always acted as if he was completely unaware of it. The philosophy of life that he shared with us just now, that was Makoto's view on reality. She always saw things that way.
You and Makoto had pretty different views, huh?
Indeed we did. It was the biggest difference between us. In her eyes, the most precious things in this world were dreams. They are similar, but not identical. When you came charging into the plane of Euthymia, I saw human aspirations light up the sky far above in the form of countless stars. This somewhat shook me. Now, it seems like she was right, while I took the wayward path.
Wow. There sure was a lot.
Makoto saw a bigger picture than I did. In her view, a dream is more imaginary, more abstract than an ambition is a yearning for something material or a concrete outcome. It is finite in nature and will be replaced by a new ambition in due course. Makoto was more concerned with the force that drives
Just
humans
opposites,
to
basically.
constantly
Okay.
generate new ambitions in the first place. It is something innate, rooted in instinct. In other words, it is something eternal.
That's, quite a lot to take in.
To put it simply, Makoto wasn't concerned about outcomes. I didn't understand at the time. How can we say that we are maintaining eternity when things are constantly moving forward and evolving? I suppose what it comes down to is the definition of eternity she set out with. Yes, it does. I always thought that she must have grasped some elusive, arcane wisdom to arrive at the conclusions she did. But in the last analysis, Makoto's philosophy was, on the surface at least, an elegantly simple one.
Do you feel you're starting to understand her better now?
You have already witnessed my previous views on eternity, but now I no longer cling to what was lost.
Almighty Shogun, I found a tea set. This one in particular should be fit for your excellency's use.
It's quite beautiful.
You are too kind. A humble servant such as I does not deserve the...
It's all good, sir.
Let us return. We ought not keep Furu...
He's gonna be gone, right? We assume he's gonna be gone? I assume he's gonna be gone. Oh, let's try that. Let's try this ruin grader here. I think there was one here. Maybe not. Not for the quest. Nope. Nope. It ain't there. Usually there. And a hell of a lot of talking on this quest, though. Yeah, dude peaced out.
Where'd he go?
Well, we already knew.
He wouldn't have gone looking for a tea set himself.
Or perhaps the ley line...
So, we didn't even have a chance to say goodbye.
The information held in the ley lines is complex and disorderly. Well, this chance won't come often, and we do have a tea set. Perhaps I should try my hand at making us a pot of tea. I've watched Furuyama brew tea on many occasions.
Here's monsters and shit all around. We're just gonna stop, have some tea. Alright.
Please get... So many thoughts were racing through my head as I was brewing it. You're right. But the things we've seen today have brought back many memories for me. I've been reminded of many people, too. Kitsune Saigu, Makoto, and all the other friends who I watched pass even further back. Back at the Yashiro Commission, I kept the conversation reasonably lighthearted. But now, I'd like to broach a heavier topic. The events of 500 years ago not only robbed me of my friend, Kitsune Saigu, they also took Makoto away from me, for good.
She died in that disaster too?
Yes. She went to Conria alone, without telling me. Unlike me, Makoto
Do we
was
know
no
she's
martial
dead?
artist. Whenever similar crises had arisen in the past, I was always the one to face them in her stead. But this time, the circumstances were so grave that Makoto had no choice but to leave me behind. Or perhaps it was more that she went ahead of me, put herself in front of me, so that I would remain hidden. In any case, by the time I realized what was happening, yes, it was too late. I
Nope, she is
arrived
dead.
only in time to hear her die.
Nope, she dead.
She had already lapsed into unconsciousness by that point, so all I could do was enter into her mind. It was there that we bid each other a final farewell. I cried bitterly. Even in those final moments, I couldn't understand her actions. Why did she go to Conria first, and not I? Why did she keep me in the dark about it? Was it to shield me? It was there and then that I resolved to pursue eternity. As a testament to that decision, I saved her realm of consciousness just before it collapsed completely, and brought it back to Inazuma.
That's quite a story.
When I returned to Inazuma, I was shocked to find that a great sakura tree had appeared on Mount Yogo. The tree that you know as the sacred sakura. That's exactly what everyone back then told me as well. That it had existed since time immemorial. No one questioned it. And yet, its presence contrasted so starkly with the area as I remembered it. It seemed as if I was the only one to have noticed it appear suddenly out of thin air. In the end, I simply had to accept that it was a miraculous effect of Makoto's consciousness. With the help of the sacred Sakura's power, I was finally able to overcome the monsters and quell the disaster in Inazuma.
This is all really hard to understand.
Yes. She had such a great love for this land, and for its people.
Yeah, I think that's next
In this
patch,
respect,
or it's like the
I still
summertime.
do not compare to her.
I think we're gonna get a rerun of the Golden Apple event. It may not be the same event; it might be like another iteration of it. Like we had another lantern, right?
Even the tea that is most bitter to the tongue.
But rumors
Once
say
swallowed,
Venti and Clee are making an
leaves
appearance
some
in the story,
sweetness
which
in the
does
throat.
seem like Golden Apple.
And it's time
And
I came to terms
then
with it
I
all.
think like Yoimiya, Ayaka probably will come with the like summer festival.
Oh, while we're on the topic, since you experienced that battle in person...
Brother. I had heard that you were looking for your family.
Are we gonna get some drip here? What's
Do
going
you
on?
mean to say that he was
plot?
somehow involved in the Conria disaster?
Based on what we've learned so far, it seems so, yeah.
I'm sorry. I wasn't there for the whole thing.
I know
By
the
the time I
rumors
arrived,
say
the
official
worst of the fighting was
Diluc.
already over. And Also, my mind was consumed entirely with the
I
plight
don't know.
of
You think we're gonna
Inazuma
get D-Luke and swim trunks?
and the fate of those closest to me.
The official's ass is already wearing a
So,
fucking, like, one
I'm
piece.
afraid I can't.
What are they gonna do with official? Like, give her some, like, snorkel shit? Like, I don't know. She's like...
Oh, well, that's a shame. But it can't be helped, I guess. Boy, both of you have experienced great tragedy.
With this last cup of tea, let us honor the Tea Master's memory. Thank you, Destiny, for giving us the chance to meet again.
That's ominous looking right there, right?
We should go. Let's keep following the traces.
Very
I
well.
feel like this is gonna take a
Based on my
minute.
investigation so far,
Right? I was gonna try to do... I thought this was gonna be faster. I'm just gonna... Let's just take... Yeah, alright. Yeah, it'll just be a lot of... It looks like we're nowhere near... We're like nowhere near... the boss. What's up, Akonats? So let's just try out Yay and some combat. I was gonna try to level her talents up. I feel a little bad doing this because it's like her talent levels are level 6, which are not amazing. I'm gonna try without Raiden. Should you pull her weapon? No, I don't think so. Unless you like do whale. I mean, if you whale, go for it. Whatever. If you need J Cutter, also fine. Whatever. I would say her C1 much better pick than her weapon. So if you're choosing between your C1 and her like weapon, C1, go C1 100%. If you're picking between C2 and her weapon, like if you just got C1 and you're like, now you're going to go to C2, you're on 50-50 and you want to get her weapon. If you have enough wishes and you don't mind getting Jade Cutter, then her weapon and C2 are like pretty similar. And then it's just a matter of like, do you care about the aesthetic, right? I went for her weapon. I might go for her C2 yet, but I don't know. Is Yay worth it, Cold Poo? So I was just trying to level her talents to get a better sense, and I'm using Widsith, which is not... I know that it is like her second best pick on a spreadsheet. I find it kind of annoying to use, frankly. I hate RNG. I'm finding her damage to be fine. I think that the problem is that there is already Fischl and Beto. The thing that she does do that Beto doesn't do well is single target damage. She also is good like on a couple different targets, and especially if you can group up enemies. But Beto's damage on a single target is like really bad. I kind of think this is actually more of a Kokomi team than a Yay team. So I think I'm going to take Kokomi on field here. Yay doesn't really need to be on field for this team, so it'll be like a Kokomi team basically. And then I might actually, this is my own, just like how I'm used to playing. I always put like my main carry in the first slot. I'm gonna do that here. So it'll be a Kokomi team. I do think if you start with Yay in the first slot, it might be easier to time stuff, but that's okay. We're gonna do this, and then it'll be fine. Official, and then we'll throw it in here. On the other team, I'm just gonna do the first one. So I'm not gonna do this next section. I just want to try her out on the mechanical array here. Yeah, it can. It's just not like amazing. You know, it's fine. It's not great. It's not the worst. So my rotation that I think I'm gonna roll with is probably drop Kokomi's Jelly just to get the extra like Electro Charge Swirl. Drop Yamika's totems, then Kazuha Swirl, then Fischl to snap the Kazuha buff. Then I'm gonna burst with Yay Miko, I think, right after that. And then reset her totems down. A little bit of a lag there.
Right here. Right now. Right here.
Wind strategy.
Midnight, Phantasm! I'm always watching. Right
Pretty
now.
solid damage.
Right here.
And you want to drop her turrets on again?
Fallen leaves, adorn my night.
Oh, my Kazuha is not,
I summon the Covenant of the Deep. Hold the line.
My Kazu is built on a hybrid build. He's not fully buffing. So, whatever.
Right now, right here, right now.
Wind Strider.
Oz, reveal thy...
Nothing lasts forever. Right here, emerge, right now.
Midnight Phantasmagoria.
As one with wind and cloud.
Allow me.
Right here.
Billowing surge.
I'm always watching. Right now, right here.
By royal hold the line.
Damage is she's doing 13k, something like that. Spawn. Pretty good, I'd say. I'm not like super good with her at the moment. Let me do it one more time. It's a little hard to remember to reset her turrets. Okay, so let's do this again. I think that was fine. Otherwise, energy on Kokomi is an issue. I usually run with like Xingqiu, but it should be fine. Energy recharge on Miko seems about right, I'd say. She's got like 140 something on this team. Just like pretty good, I'd say.
Emerge, right now.
Wind Strider. Clouds high. The birds.
As you wish, main flight.
Nothing lasts forever. Right here.
This one?
Emerge.
Yeah,
Torrent, bring refuge. Rest and rebuild.
a little hard to juggle.
Right now. A sight to behold. No more games. Right now, right here.
Midnight Phantasm.
Allow me.
Fallen leaves. Adorn my night.
Emerge.
Wind Strider.
Oz, reveal. Billowing surge.
Right here, right now. Emerge.
Come on, just die, dude. What are you doing? You got no health. Just die.
Nothing
God.
lasts forever.
Wind Strider.
Wings of darkness.
Alright. I'm literally stuck. Are you fucking kidding me? Okay. We're now dealing with the problem. This is the worst fucking boss ever made in a video game, pretty much.
Hold the line.
Right now, right here.
As one with wind and cloud.
So the problem is like Winston starts ticking.
Midnight Phantasmagoria.
A sight to behold.
I hate it. I hate how limited it feels. And also that timing on that
Rest
thing.
for the.
Torrent, bring refuge.
Okay, here we go.
By royal decree.
Right here. Emerge. Right here. Nothing lasts forever.
You don't really want to do that normally, but we're getting to the point where like this thing's gotta go to invincible phase here.
Right now.
Allow me.
The wind knows me. Fallen leaves. Adorn my night. Wind Strider.
Shadow Raven. Let night fall. Billowing surge.
Damn it, like 11k turrets. That's not bad.
Emerge. Right now. Emerge. I'm always watching.
45k.
Right
I
here.
forgot to
Right now.
Yeah, you gotta remember to do that. My instinct is not to do that again. Do you know what I mean? You really gotta get into that habit. Right? It feels like you're done, but you're not done with her. Right? Like, that is gonna make people, I feel like, it's gonna make the rotations feel really long on her, right? Because you're gonna want to burst and then swap out of habit. It's pretty rare that you're gonna burst and then use 3 skills in a row. That's not like a very common like rotation. Like if you're like used to like muscle memory on these characters, right? It's like not a normal way to run a rotation, right?
Right now, emerge.
Wind strike. As one with wind and cloud.
Odds reveal.
A sight to behold.
Okay, I'll remember to do it this time.
Right now.
Covenants of the deep.
What is she doing? Like 9. That's like unbuffed.
As you wish, main Fräulein.
Right here. Right now.
Wind strike.
Rest and rebuild.
Clouds high. The birds come.
Emerge. Right now.
By royal decree.
I'm always watching.
Oh no! God damn, worst enemy ever.
No rest for the...
Hold the line.
Okay, her cooldown is pretty short though, so it's actually not too bad to like just reset her
Right now.
turrets.
Emerge.
Pretty nice.
Midnight Phantasmagoria. Turret, bring refuge. Rest and rebuild.
Fallen leaves. Adorn my night. Wind strike.
Right now. Emerge. Right here.
Odds reveal by...
Nothing lasts forever.
It's pretty good.
Emerge.
I'd say the yeah, again, just like getting in the habit. I just want to do it a couple times, get a vibe for it. Damage seems okay. Again, her talent levels are level 6 right now. I think you won't get a good sense because they're gonna go up by another like, I'd say 20% or so when I get her up at like another couple levels. Right, it's like 6. So I get her like level 9. It's like another 20% roughly, I think, damage. And if you factor in that the Widsith is basically every other rotation, the damage just drops off a cliff. It does make it kind of hard to gauge her damage, you know what I'm saying?
Right here. Right now.
Clouds high. The birds come. Wind strike.
By royal decree.
I'm always watching.
Covenants of the deep.
The timing does seem to work pretty well with your jellyfish. I think it was a little bit slow on that one, but looks like you could reset it.
Midnight Venta.
Emerge. Right here.
Fallen leaves. Adorn my night.
I summon.
A sight to behold.
Oh my god! Fucking worst enemy ever! God damn!
Odds reveal by... Billowing surge. Allow me.
Let's move out.
Oh god, such a dumb enemy, man.
Wind strike.
Death out.
Right now. Emerge.
Wind strike. As one with wind and cloud.
By royal
Nothing lasts forever.
Yeah. I think those without Kaza probably.
Hold the line.
Okay, we'll try to see if we can like get this down. I'll feel good if I can get it down to like a little over a minute or so. I do want to try to time it so I can get Kokomi's jelly refreshed. Let me try this again. I want to be a little bit faster this time, I think. Oh, her jelly. 20-second cooldown on her jellyfish. Okay, let's do this again. So I gotta be pretty quick. I gotta drop her jellyfish. Yeah, it's not a lot of time. Okay.
Allow me.
Right here.
Clouds high. The birds come. Wind strike.
Odds reveal by... Covenants of the deep.
I'm always watching.
Oh my god. It's the worst enemy ever.
Midnight Phantasmagoria.
Right
And
now.
I forgot to
right
drop her
here.
totems again. It's kind of like a very quick swap build basically.
No rest for the wicked.
Alright, let's try this again. Yeah. I think you would wanna run I feel like Kokomi on this team takes a lot of field time if you run around field, whereas I think Sucrose instead of Kazuha might be an easier team to run. You want to be on your Animo to be proccing Electro Swirl, but like Kokomi will be doing it instead. I feel like I might suggest running support Kokomi and then Sucrose instead of Kazuha. It feels like it would be a better feeling rotation, probably.
Right here, emerge.
Fallen leaves, adorn my night.
By royal decree. A sight to behold.
Yeah, like, did I miss the jelly? I just barely missed the jelly refresh. And that was with jumping once with Kazuha? Okay. So I feel like you gotta drop Ye's turrets. You almost want to start on Ye, I feel like. I probably should put Ye first then. So I think I guess you want to do is start with Ye, then Kokomi, then Kazuha. So that gives you a little bit more time to refresh that jellyfish, because Ye Miko's towers last longer. So start with this.
Emerge.
Then that. Get this.
As one with wind and cloud.
Odds revealed by nothing lasts
Reverse.
forever.
Did I get the jelly refresh? Got it, okay. That's better. Okay, that works out better. Oh, I forgot to eat. I forgot to eat. I don't think I would have had enough time.
Wind strike.
Midnight Phantasma.
Yeah.
Hold the line.
That time, man, it takes a lot of time on field to do that.
The birds call.
I'm always watching. Right now. Right here. By royal decree. Emerge. Shadow Raven. Allow me.
Fallen leaves, adorn my night.
Nothing lasts forever. Right now.
And the range on that's pretty nice.
Covenant of the Deep. Rest and rebuild.
Okay, we're like, yeah, a minute and 15. I feel like that means if I get to like a minute 15, I think level 9 talents, get the rotation tight. That could be a minute clear team with like kind of almost a quick swap team basically. Like Kokomi doesn't do a full rotation. You know, it's a little bit like funky. And if you put Raiden on that team, Raiden becomes just like the main DPS basically, and like that's who does all the work on field basically. My thoughts so far. I think Ye is absolutely skippable. I will say. I think I'm gonna find uses for her, and I think I will like her. I like Electro, and I like passive damage. I like turrets and stuff. I mean, I like Beto, I like Fishhole. But because they exist, like, they don't have the clunkiness of this turret kit where you need to remember to burst before they disappear, or the burst does no damage. Let's see, is there a visual indicator, by the way, on this? Other than, like, one going away? Yeah, there's really, like, no time whatsoever. You just have to remember to use her burst, which is kind of annoying. There's not any indicator whatsoever. Yeah, I mean, Fishhole doesn't have indicator either, but Fishhole doesn't actually lose anything from that, right? Like, if you fuck up Oz, and Oz goes away, right? Like, Fishhole actually doesn't lose anything when you do this. So you let Oz go away, and there's no penalty, right? He just burst, and now he's back, right? But Ye loses all of her burst damage if you do that, right? The penalty for doing exactly the same thing on Fishhole as Ye, like if you're delayed, you got knocked back, you miss it, you got stunned, whatever happened, damage. You have to do this again really quickly, and then burst, and then do it again, which is just like a lot of field time to do that. I don't think that's like enough, right? She does more damage. She kind of does like similar damage to Fischl, except she does a burst too that does more damage. But I don't know that it's worth the like hassle for that burst. Do you know what I'm saying? Like the hassle for that burst, to be tracking that in your head to remember to burst before it goes away, is like not really worth the damage of the burst. I honestly
Emerge.
might plan on using her just as for her turrets in a lot of teams, and just disregard her burst, actually. It has good uptime. It has, I think they're 14 seconds. Duration 14 seconds, yeah. Which is solid. It's longer than Oz, which is, I think, 12 with the Constellation, which is still good. I'm thinking, honestly, the team I might throw her on. You obviously should build her for her burst, so this is not like an optimal build or whatever. Oops, not co-op. Party setup. Where is it? But I might throw her in this slot. I actually usually run Fischl here in this slot. I think I might just run her in this slot like this. And just use her E. And not use her burst except for like when it's convenient. Because it just doesn't... It doesn't really feel worth orchestrating your rotations around her burst, to me. Right? You gotta remember that her burst is on a longer cooldown than every other character, right? So when you have a 22-second burst, when you were doing 20 seconds before, you've now extended your rotations to at least 22 seconds, probably longer, like, just because the amount of field time she takes up and shit. I actually think there might be viable teams where she doesn't focus on her burst at all. I think this could be a trap. I just think the opportunity cost to it, right? Consider that you need to run her on a team with a battery, right? Consider that you need to orchestrate your rotations around it. You do all that, you math it out, and you're just like, right? By extending your rotation to 22 seconds, if a 20-second rotation, that's a 10% DPS loss, right? That she has to make up for. Like the whole team DPS is down 10% because you've extended. You've taken all of their shit and extended it out 10% of the time. So now her burst has to make up 10% of the DPS loss, right? So the fact that it's a big nuke is great, but it's just making up the lost damage from the extended rotation. And I don't know that that's actually worth it, frankly. I don't think it's actually worth it on a lot of teams. It's actually not worth it on a Raiden team if your Raiden is C2. Like she's a damage loss for that reason on a Raiden team, right? Because all you're doing with her on a Raiden team is just extending the rotation. Delaying Raiden's burst for Ye's burst is not worth it, right? Because Ye's burst is big, but not big enough to make it worth doing that. So, yeah, I actually think I'm going to focus on her turrets and not her burst, and then try to figure out teams where it makes sense. The ones I'm thinking about now are like a pyro-infused Animo and going Overload. That seems like a good build. I do think she can work on an Electrocharge team with this like Kokomi thing. I think it could work. You do got to figure out the timing. Laying her totems and the jelly, kind of a lot. Keeping track of her totems, the Kokomi jelly, and Fischl's Oz, all kind of a lot. Of just like, if you fuck it up, it's kind of annoying. Right, like missing Kokomi Jellyfish refresh, kind of annoying. Missing her totem refreshes, kind of annoying. So I'm going to be looking at her E-focused builds and teams, and I'm going to be trying to make some content based on that, I think, probably primarily. I think Raiden teams, we're going to throw her on a burst. We're going to buff her with Kazuha and Bennett. Yes, she'll do nukes of like 200k or whatever, but like, I really don't think that's like, I don't think that's her strong suit. I think like my Sarah will hit harder than her burst, frankly. At least on a one-hit thing, and then buff Raiden. So I'm going to be looking at her E, I think, as a primary source of damage on my teams. And the utility from that, at least on my Ito team, is going to be mostly the Electro application and just kind of passive damage. But yeah, My overall takeaway on Ye, as of right now, I do think she's meh. I think fine, good. Damage is fine. High maintenance for not like a ton of reward though. I don't know, but I'm gonna wrap up here for now. I'll probably stream again tomorrow, later in the day. But yeah, kind of mixed. I have mixed vibes about EA. Again, I think it's mostly that I like a lot of the like other Electro characters more. But I'll wrap up there. I'll have more, I think, to think about it as I play a little bit more, but not as like clear cut as I felt about like Ito and Raiden, where it was like very clear that they were like really good and clean, easy to play. You guys are thinking going to take a little bit of fussing around with to figure it out. So yeah, I'm gonna wrap up there. All right, I'll catch you all later. Peace.